Yeah, I mean, there's so many components to from when we start through what ends up becoming the end product. But the creative process is something like first watching the film, doing a spotting session with the director where I'm trying to understand exactly the story that he or she is trying to tell, and then applying my craft to that. So in that case, in my case, it's sound design. And so building a sonic world to help reinforce the narrative that we're watching on screen, and to help the audience to connect with what they're seeing, to feel the emotion, and to ultimately walk away having felt some sort of connection to the characters.
Do you have a project that's been a favorite that you've worked on so far?
I mean, I'm here this year with American Fiction, and it was an absolutely incredible film to be a part of. Cord Jefferson, this was his directorial debut, and he just, for a first film, he just knocked it out of the park. It's a beautiful film. It makes you laugh. It's got tons of emotion in it. There's drama. It just feels real and very it's. I think it's an important film for people to watch, especially given the sort of the climate we live in at the moment. So.
Definitely. And speaking to that, just more specifically, what's the message that you hope people walk away with once they view the film?
I think Cord put it best last night when he did the Q&A. He was talking about how the film is just supposed to be a conversation starter, and this idea that we're all supposed to just be participating in a dialogue together. And so if everybody retreats to their own quarters, as he put it, then there's no discussion happening. So it's about a coming together where everybody can sit in the room regardless of their personal beliefs or political stance or whatever. We can all sit in a movie theater and laugh together and talk about some of the hard things.
And as one final question for our sound design students here at SCAD right now, what's your advice to them as they're working on their projects, or we have our seniors who are just getting ready to go out into the industry after?
Yeah, I mean, look, being part of a network, being part of a student body like SCAD, it is a network, and so you have to make the most of those connections, because the peers around you are going to go into the industry, and I still keep in touch with and work with many people who were at SCAD with me. So, lifting each other up, pulling each other into your experiences, growing together, that collaboration and that sort of, the spirit of bringing your colleagues and peers along is super important.